Yeah, it sucks, but it is what it is. We got to beat the Warriors now. We got to take care of business. I mean, this is a team we know we can beat. We've beaten them in scrims, what, 3 times now? I mean, we bullied them. We're definitely better than them in every single way. The only way they could beat us is if they just really horse up and they really spark from 3. That's it.
But we have to really just completely reset from our past 5 games now, because this patch is going to change a lot. So we have to really like consider that and just be ready to reset completely.
He can make that run to here or to here.
Yeah, y'all too.
But he can't make that run over here. That's my point. So Dom really has 2 guys closing in on him. There's me.
If you're sitting midi, he has a layup.
So he has a layup or he has you, because if Gilly's gonna help. So it's like you can't be sitting straight right there. I'm not taking away. I should have never took this shot.
This is fine. Passing the seam isn't bad here.
Like, that's what I'm talking about. Is like, you see this because it's high IQ. Like, you see this getting developed. You see that he's open. Harry can't reach there.
Oh, we didn't get the rebound.
Didn't get the rebound because he wasn't boxed, because he was reached. Like, both y'all got to communicate better there. But like, still, we got a couple guys that are trying to help, trying to do all the defensive work, but it just isn't enough in this game.
All right, so look, pause it. My energy's gone. After he does that, I lose half my energy. So I have no energy, and I know Shum go step up. But Shum played pretty good defense.
He did. He played
pretty good defense.
Yeah, I mean, things are going to be different on the new patch, but there's a lot we can take from this game. There's a lot of positive that we can take from this game.
The Warriors are a really good team. They've always been grinding it out. They've never really lost by a lot.
Obviously, they were in last place, but we thought that they were a lot better than their record. They basically threw the game versus the Blazers 2 weeks prior. Definitely should have beat the Sixers. We thought the 1 week prior as well. So they were coming off a couple losses, but they were really close losses anyway. So we thought, this is a team we can't sleep on. And
we were confident going into the game. A decent week of practice.
But yeah, hopefully we should have enough to run 5-5s. And I don't even care who's here as long as we can just get reps in on whatever. I think we just need bodies to and I think it's important that we're not just playing stuff that we think we're gonna play today, because the reality is we need to be able to feel out the strengths of every build. Let's say you play a game on the sharp defender at the 2, and it's you're not going to play the sharp defender on Saturday. You know that. But yeah, we have to know what to expect if beast move comes out on a sharp defender. Yeah, how much it can actually green from the wing with dimer, stuff like that. We're going to run a lot, and yeah, you're supposed to be tired at the end. So that's how it goes. Obviously, England plays in the World Cup at 1 o'clock today, so everyone's going to be super distracted.
Go.
That's too deep.
Good boy. Let's go. Get off. Get off.
Get in there.
Pass, boy. I need one. See?
Free boys.
Stay.
Yeah, we do it. We got to quit telling people our lineup. Every single person in the world knows who we're running. Harry, you might be better off just not even setting the screen for Dime. Just literally walking over to seam. Just don't even show that you're going to set the screen for Dime. It's not even realistic. Good D, seam.
Go. I got to go. Good pass.
It's not a bad look.
It made him go too wide.
I was open off the screen.
They're running the same lineup we thought they were running. They may have beast move at the 2, but for the most part they're running sharp shot at the 3. They shot at least 23s every single game. At the most they hit 8. So they're shooting a lot, just not hitting a lot. Type didn't really play all that well. Overall he did, but shooting wise he didn't really. We don't give him anything for free. Like a pro is good in transition. He's going to shoot a lot of floaters. He's a floater. That's all he does, floaters. So be ready for that, everybody. I think we're in a good place. I don't want us to change our game too much, but let's just try. Let's try to be proactive on defense. Yeah. I mean, this is a win we really need going into the ticket here.
Go ahead. Good luck, guys.
Mavs Gaming. At center, Mr. 102, Haza UK 2K. Power forward, Ballon van Dunkingslammen. J.O.B. 3 at small forward, Dayfri. At shooting guard, BallLikeSeems. And at point guard, Dimez. Smith at starting 5 for the team from Dallas. Dimez is a sharpshooting playmaker. Seems is a pure sharp. Haza in the middle is a rebounding post scorer. JLB is a sharpshooting rim protector. And Dayfri is a sharpshooting slasher. First time we've seen him at the 3 this season. On the other side, like a pro is going to be at the point. He's a sharpshooting playmaker. Sean Wynn is your shooting guard. He's a pure sharpshooter. Vert's in the middle, a rebounding post scorer. Types at the 4, a sharpshooting rim protector. And B Smooth is at a sharpshooting shot creator.
You know, we knew the patch was going to change a lot, and we knew the Warriors were going to benefit from the patch a lot, and they definitely did. They got better from that patch. So essentially, you know, we made some changes. Dayfri to the small forward was something we wanted to kind of throw out there. We thought that build was too good to not be on the court.
Nice 5, great pass. Dayfri, he's in the groove now. Dimez finds him again. Dayfri with 14 points. Seam, 4 to shoot. And Seam able to get a last second layup to make the lead 5. 30-25. Mavs with a 5-point lead here at the half.
Mavs were down 17-8 late in that first quarter, and they end the half on a 22-8 run. So they went from being down 9 to now up by 5 here at the break, and they wanted to get Dayfri and Dimez involved. The Warriors said, look, we'll live with those 2 guys. We just want to stop everyone else. Well, Dayfri and Dimez putting on a clinic so far for the Mavs.
If we guard that pick and pop better, we can't lose this game. Okay. Period. We just got to guard it better. It's got to be better.
We did a lot better in that second quarter.
We did better in the second quarter. We gave it a hard switch.
At halftime, the message from in the huddle at halftime was, you know, they're 2 of 8 from 3. Said if we limit their 3 points in the second half and we don't turn the ball over, we won't lose.
We were up 10 points in the fourth quarter and gave up nothing but threes.
They were 2-8 at halftime. They went 6 of 7 in the second half from 3. So, I mean, you know, we did what we could. I said what I could, and you know, obviously I can't play the game. And
yeah, so once again, we've always been killed by 3-pointers game in, game out. And it seems to be the story of our life, you know, coming into each and every game, we always say, you know, threes, and the next play we get popped or they hit a heavy contest. We know it's a weak point and we've always been practicing on it, but for some reason in games we just haven't been able to execute it to the perfection we want it to.
You just don't want the ball to be in the hands of Vert. Like a pro. Gives them a 3-point lead.
Coming down to the, like, there's so many different things that happened in the game. We gave up the threes. I missed a wide open layup, you know, to put us up 1. Game-winning shot, I give it to JLB wide open in the right corner. He has a wide open 3 out of bounds. You know, just little things like that that we really can't control.
I don't know, we just can't finish games. We gave up too many threes. Our defense wasn't good down the stretch. We couldn't score in the fourth, which is on me and Dimez. But besides that, we can't give up that many threes. So just got to figure a way, find a way to win. If we're better in teams, we got to find a way to win, or we're not a good team. So.
That will do it. 63-60. Warriors finally hold on, while the Mavs have now lost 2 in a row, 3 of their last 4. They'll drop to 5-4 on the season.
We're not trash talking in games no more. We're not good enough. We don't deserve the right. So we're not talking to the other team in games. We're worried about us because we can't even do that right. So all we talked about the whole second half, you realize they went 6 of 7 from 3 in the second half. 6 of 7 from 3 in the second half. All we talked about at halftime was not giving up threes. And all they did was hit threes. So we knew that all they were going to do is try to trade 3s for 2s. It's the only way they could get back in the game. We just gave it to them. We didn't want that win. It's obvious just watching y'all demeanor, watching y'all ethic, like what y'all are doing on stage. It's obvious we don't want the win. I mean, things have to change this week. We all need to really all want to get better. I mean, we've got to be ready to put in the work or be ready to be 5-9 because we're that bad right now. We're that bad. We're not going to beat the Grizzlies. We're not going to beat the Blazers. We're not going to beat the Bucks. Those teams are going to beat us. We're that bad. So, and you know, I could point to individual times in that game, but I don't really feel confidence coming from any of you in that game. None of you. Like I look over, I see us hanging heads. We're up by 10. I see us hanging heads. It's like what? It's like we're harping on our own play instead of just wanting to win the game. We're not a team right now. We're just 5 individuals trying to run around and look good.
In this, we're still playing video games. Like we're all living our dreams. In a lot of ways, like I don't want to be super hard on the guys, and But that was one of those games we can't let get away, and we did. And it has a lot to do with how we've been practicing all week, and it goes deeper than what people probably imagine.
He was just a little frustrated. We keep doing the same mistakes over and over again. He did a great job during the game, telling us what to do, and we just couldn't execute it.
Yeah, there's a new rule in town now. After the game, we spoke to Jonah about how we played, and he's now decided that we don't want us as a team to start trash talking. He thinks it hinders our gameplay a little bit more and wants to stay focused on the game. So he's told us to keep it quiet for the next couple of games to make sure we're always focused and always ready in our game.
Yeah, I mean, I think that will affect like Dayfri more than anybody, Harry more than anybody. I don't think it's really going to affect us, too much outside of them too, because that's like what they do. I think they will still do it, and Jonah may not like it, but I think it'll be okay for the most part.
I mean, it sucks because I feel like trash talking can always give me a competitive edge, but it is what it is. If he's told us we can't trash talk, then we have to kind of respect that.
Definitely going to miss it. I like getting to people's heads. I like seeing them rattled, but we can't be super cocky and super confident. We're not going to, finish the game. It seems like a reoccurring thing that keeps happening. We always throw games in the third quarter, fourth quarter. We just can't finish. So once we can figure that out, maybe we can talk trash again.
Next weekend, it's all about the ticket. Let's go ahead and take a look at the seedings. And of course, it's based on the rounds 5 through 8 over the last 4 weeks. Blazer 5 of the top 4 and 1, Raptors 2, Pacers 3, Sixers, and Pistons rounding out the top 5.
So this weekend is the ticket tournament. The winner of this tournament gets a guaranteed spot in the playoffs. And our goal is always since the beginning of the season, playoffs. We know that there's a lot of money on the line in this tournament, but our main focus is to build as a team in a big week where we have lots of obstacles that if we do overcome it, we'll come out stronger than ever.
We have to be prepared. It's a short week, only one day of real practice tomorrow. So it'll be tough, but we have to figure out a way to get some wins again.
In terms of our offensive performance, we weren't struggling, but we know there's a few updates now in the patch which we can improve and enhance our offense. So we'll be trying a few things out in time for the tournament. We also had a stiff arm was banned today. We got an email from Daniel to say players will be fined or suspended if the use of stiff arm is in the game. So I know that doesn't benefit 1 or 2 teams, but it will benefit us. I know the Wizards are on our bracket and they use that quite a lot. So if we ever do meet them in the semi-finals, that can be a positive news for us. So we're going to try out a few different formations, a few new builds, see what works best for us, and hopefully we can come out and compete in the tournament to the best we can.
So yeah, we did get a great draw in this tournament. Essentially, we got the Pacers in the first round, an opponent we're pretty comfortable with. We've beaten them a lot off in scrimmages and stuff like that. We definitely know them really well. A lot of Dime's former teammates are on that team. We think that's a team we can game plan really well against. We're pretty happy about that. And then even looking forward to the second, third rounds, we got definitely the weaker side of the whole tournament. Most of the best teams are on the other side of the bracket. So we're looking at that, pretty happy, despite us being the 14 seed, which is pretty abysmal, at least from my perspective.
Wolf and Swizzerk, who they play with me this year, very close friends to both of them guys, on the court that goes out the window. And I'm just ready to compete. They got us, they up on us 1-0 right now, so definitely been looking forward to this matchup.